everybody. How's it going? Sorry for the delay. I had to give my cats their medicine and it took a little bit longer than we expected. I do want to give a heads up that my computer just gave notification that it's going to have to do an update in an hour, and I keep postponing it, and it's probably going to force a shutdown in about an hour. So just a heads up on that in case I end up disappearing for whatever reason. Just want to let you guys know. But we'll go ahead and start. Give me 1 second to sage. Alright, so it looks like, hey everybody. So it looks like we had a couple people in the chat. First was Xena and Unique Libra. Are you guys still here in the chat? You guys can just go ahead and just keep posting your questions throughout the chat. The questions for free readings are picked at random, so just go ahead and post your questions. If you're a new subscriber, please let me know. So I want to give you guys a chance to get a free reading. I am trying to get to a 200 goal by Christmas for subscribers. I'm at 183, so if you guys would be willing to help me out, that would be awesome. Alright, so I think that's Benefish, new sub. What positive changes are coming in 2021? We'll go ahead and go with that. Thank you for subscribing. All right, I see some things coming together for you with finances and with creativity, so that's great. Funny thing is that the Three of Cups coming in reverse typically can mean a lack of creativity or stifled creativity. However, with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you are actually going to find a new sense of creativity. So if you feel like you've been blocked or like having a stifled creativity of some sort, or feel like maybe you're stuck in some type of endeavor that you're trying to pursue or something like that, there's some positivity coming your way. With the Ace of Wands, it's so beautiful, such a beautiful energy. It's full of inspiration. It's kind of like that, igniting that flame. It's power, it's creation, it's new beginnings. It's just a lot of potential. Um, we also have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, so there's a lot of good energy that comes with that in regards to finances. So there could be a lot of prosperity, abundance, maybe even wealth coming your direction, some kind of like revenue or income, maybe a change in a job or something like that, or um, some type of abundance in a way that's going to make you feel more stable and more secure. With the Knight of Wands, it's about efficiency, routine, being very methodical. With the King, it's more security and control and feeling more abundant. So overall, I just feel more stability for you in 2021. If you feel like 2020 was not so stable, you're coming into more feeling secure in that way. The underlying energy is temperance. So we do have a balance here, which is great. Doing things in moderation, I think you're just going to be more conservative in 2021, which isn't a bad thing. I think you're just going to be a little bit more careful when it comes to money. You're probably going to have more of savings. You're just going to feel overall more at peace, more calm when it comes to, I just feel like a lot of it has to do with like finances. But you do have some things to do with creativity here. So it could be if there's like a project that you're wanting to pursue, or like a personal endeavor or career path, or hobby or business or something like that that you're wanting to pursue, benefish, um, then I would say that that is something that is going to open up for you in 2021. So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope that you stay a subscriber and you come back and visit us. All right, Hani would like a general reading for 2021. All right, this is a general reading for Hani 2021. You're welcome. All right, so we are overcoming challenges in 2021. I think that there's been maybe some conflict, or maybe you feeling conflicted in the beginning of the year or the end of this year going into 2021. Not really sure kind of what the future holds or what path you're going to take with certain things. We have the Two of Wands here, which is basically you trying to decide what the future is going to bring for you. The Two of Wands is future planning, basically trying to make a decision, a decision on where you're going to go, what decision you're going to make, basically making that discovery and how you're going to progress and move forward. The great thing is that you have the Seven of Wands here. This is about overcoming challenges, persevering, not like basically staring straight ahead in the face of challenges and saying, I'm going to kick your butt. Like, you are overcoming, and that's what 2021 is going to bring. Is like nothing is going to scare you. You are going, like, anything that comes your way, you're going to feel confident that you can take it and you can handle it. See, like, all of these wands are coming at you. You're on top. Like, you don't care and you're going to handle it. You're going to boss up. We have the Queen of Wands, which is the energy that I kind of feel like maybe you're going to be in 2021, which is exuberant. It's motivated. In a way, it's kind of entrepreneurial. Not sure if you're feminine or masculine, but this is someone who's just really exuberant, warm, vibrant, but they're very determined. Like I said, they're a boss in their own right, and they're living their best self. So I feel like you're going to just take control in 2021 and not really have much fear, which is really great. And awesome right here. So we have Two of Cups. This is about connections and coming together. And when I say connections, this is about relationships. This is about attraction. This is about unified love. So if you're not in a relationship, I can see someone coming in 2021 for you in love. If you are in a relationship, this also looks like to me that you could be taking the next step in commitment. You could be getting married, or an offer can be made to you to take that next step in commitment. So 2021, no matter how it ends in 2020 or begins in 2021, overall, I feel like the energy is very good. Just kind of being authentically you with the underlying energy. Justice is all about honesty, fairness, truth, balancing the scales. I think that you're just really coming into your own and into your own self in 2021. So that's what I have for you overall. Are you a fire sign? That just out of curiosity, because that could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But you know, either way, you're just possessing this energy here in 2021 where you just are lit up. You're passionate. You're on fire. That kind of energy in 2021. You're welcome. Oh, awesome. Scorpio. Okay. Well, there you go. So you'd be a water sign. So you're probably like maybe not used to being in that energy possibly. So it's going to feel really good for you in 2021. So I'm excited. All right, so Libra Godness. We have a new sub from yesterday. Thank you so much for remaining a subscriber and coming back. Wants to know what's coming in for you. Libra, do you want to know what's coming in for you in love, a general reading, and do you have a timeline? Hey Lexi, how are you? Just so everyone knows, I do free readings. They're not as in-depth as my donations go, but if anyone wants to see up the list and guarantee a reading, feel free to donate. All the information is scrolling along the bottom of the screen. I do want to let you guys know that I have a promotion going right now. It's a Christmas promotion. I think that someone just donated. Hold on one second. But yeah, that Christmas promotion is buy one private tarot session, get one 50% off. So that could be one for you, one unique gift for anyone on your list. Each session is 30-minute duration, so you can combine this offer to create a 1-hour gift to give to someone, or keep it as a 1-hour private reading for yourself, or like I said, split it up into 2 30-minute sessions. As long as that's something that you're interested in, just email me at lunaaffinity@yahoo.com, or yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only way, or unless you're following me, of course, on Facebook or Instagram, you can message me. But just make sure that you email me, at least do that to secure your spot. And just so you know, it is first come, first serve, but I thought that would be a pretty cool offer, and it's going until Christmas. So just want to throw that out there. If I said that too quickly, all that information is in the description box. So I did get a donation, but I said that I would do Libra Godness first before that. So I'm trying to figure out who donated. You're welcome, honey. I'm doing good, Lexi. Thank you. Hey, Peach. All right, so I don't think that Libra Godness is in the chat anymore, but someone I think donated via PayPal. Was that Thea? And since there's so many people in here right now, I do want to let you know that I got a notification probably 15 minutes ago that my computer was going to restart in about an hour, and I keep postponing this restart. And so I don't know if it's going to give me the choice to postpone it again. So if for whatever reason my computer shuts down in like 45 minutes or something like that, that's what's going on. So I do apologize about that. I probably will just call it a night if that happens, but I will be back soon. My schedule is reduced, so I will be on like starting next week, probably like 4 or 5 times a week. So, but of course, if I have any donations left, then I'll make sure that I come back on so I can do those donations. Okay, so Libra Goddess wants to know what's coming towards me in regards to love. All right. What's coming towards me? Wow, lots of personalities. We have air energy, we have water energy, we have fire energy, specifically Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, and that's just fire energy. So let me see here. Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, so I think that you're going to have a couple of options coming towards you in the next 3 months. Sorry, there's a hair dryer going in the bathroom. Maybe if you guys can't hear me, let me know. But Leah Godness, we have someone who might be on the younger side, maybe a little bit, if they're not actually young, like in age, then they might be young-hearted, maybe more of a free spirit. Could be a little bit more immature, possibly. But we have a Page of Swords, which is also air energy, so it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but most likely Aquarius energy coming in for you. I gave the timeline of 3 months. However, with the swords and the wands energy, it just seems like things in wands again, it seems like this could be happening pretty quickly. So definitely within the next 3 months is kind of what I'm seeing. So with the Page of Swords, I see like this person can be very talkative, um, energetic. You guys have great communication, that kind of thing. But what I'm kind of getting from this reading is that there's someone better suited for you, that can also be coming in, and maybe you don't even like realize that there's someone else. Maybe you're kind of focused on this person and you're kind of like seeing right past this person that's a much better match or something. Or maybe this person comes in first, and so you're like, okay, well, I'll kind of hang out with this person, but not realizing that there's a better match coming your way. So I just want to point that out there. The King of Cups is the Cancer energy, but it's a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Just because I'm saying that these are the zodiac sun signs doesn't necessarily mean that that's what signs these people are going to have. But the type of personality that the King of Cups is going to have is someone who's very generous, who's emotionally balanced, controlled, secure. They're emotionally intelligent. They can reciprocate your feelings very well, and um, they're good at communication, not on like a mental level where they like want to talk about any and every kind of subject, but basically where if you express how you feel about something, or you complain about your day, or you're having a problem at work, they're really there to like be there and be present and in the moment with you. They're much more like on your level, and they can make you feel like you're heard, and just reciprocate and acknowledge you and make you feel validated. And so that's what I mean. Like, I think this other person is kind of like in their own head. They're very restless, they're very energetic. So they may be a fun person to have around, but I just want to let you know that that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. um I think both people are very passionate. They have this fiery energy. Um, but I think that you're going to have the choice between the two. With the 3 here, it's almost like, a love triangle, right? You're going to have to decide how you're going to expand. Um, do you see one of them being my next? I think the King of Cups. So I would say focus on how you feel when you're with somebody. When it comes to these two people, do you feel like your mind's going a mile a minute, you're really stimulated mentally, you're having a lot of fun, or do you feel like your soul is at ease, your mind is at ease, you feel like you have a really good quality time with this person, you feel heard, you feel validated? Like, you got to decide which one you want, which path you want to take, because I think that the Page of Swords can be a lot of fun and you guys can have a great time together, but I just feel like they're not as matured as this other option. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in regards to love, and it seems like it's going to happen fast. Like I said, when I was doing the reading and I was shuffling the cards, I had the intention of the next 3 months. Not only that, but we have swords, we have wands, and that can indicate days to weeks. And then we also have the 3. And then we also have, yeah, and cups can also indicate months. So I don't know. It's all kind of like just confirming all of that. So that's what I have for you, Libra Goddess, in regards to love. All right, so I think that I have a donation, you guys. Is someone here with a donation? You're welcome. Hey, Thea, are you still here? I have your donation. Do you know what they are? Both of them? Sleeping? It's this music. All right, so Thea wants to know, what are Eric's real feelings? What are Eric's real feelings? Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my camera to work. Hold on. Thea, I think that what I'm getting from this is I feel as if Eric had thoughts for you that with the Two of Coins, this is about prioritizing things in your life. And I feel like at one point you were that priority to Eric. With the Four of Staves, this is about making commitments and being really happy and considering marriage with somebody or whatever it may be in that course of life for you, what that level of commitment would be. Something happened though. Something kind of changed course. something kind of stopped that feeling of connectedness, that feeling of like home and togetherness and being in harmony, and created like that rift. There's the Five of Cups, there's a separation here, a feeling of loss or disappointment in some way. And I don't know if this was I'm trying to remember, Thea. I read for so many people, but I'm trying to remember if there's like a heartbreak, a separation, if this is an ex of yours or something like that. But there's this rift here that's been caused within the relationship. A distance of some sort, maybe. We have the Nine of Coins. I feel like Eric is kind of living. It almost seems like Eric is happy being on his own. With the Nine of Coins, it's a very independent energy where they enjoy being single. I mean, I'm not seeing anything so far where this person is like looking to be in a relationship with anyone else or anything like that, but I just see him very much enjoying being on his own, doing his own thing. Well, got some good energy here. So he does view you as someone who is very grounded, very down to earth and nurturing. He likes this quality about you. He thinks that you're very calming. Um, just a very caring kind of person, and he finds this to be an amazing quality about you, something that he admires about you. The Ace of Cups, let me get some clarity. Does he, Thea, does he communicate with you? Is he like hot and cold with you? Does he say things like make you feel that he's interested in and then not? Because the Knight of Swords clarifying the Ace of Cups makes me feel as if he'll make an offer or make you feel like there's an interest there or that this could be something more, and then he kind of like runs away. There's a mixed energy here. When the Ace of Cups comes out, it usually means an offer of something new, making an offer of for a new love or a new love coming in, or the possibility of romance or something like that. But claircognizantly, I didn't feel like that's what this intention was or like that's what his feeling was. So I wanted a clarifier. And to me, it just makes me kind of feel like he's running from love or something. Like he's running away from a connection or something along those lines. But I don't know if I've said this before. I do feel like it's possible that you guys have a karmic connection to one another. And by that I mean like you guys are learning lessons from one another in this life with the Wheel of Fortune. This is almost like a turning point, destiny, karma, that kind of thing. So as for clarifying of temperance, we got justice. So there's something about balance, needing balance within this relationship. You know, true feelings, we have the Page of Pentacles, which is a lot of, you know, doing things on my own, manifesting on my own. We have the alpha energy of the King of Wands, kind of being an entrepreneur, right? So King of Wands is the person that, you know, starts their own business. They are the entrepreneur. They come up with their own ideas. They're the leaders of the pack, that kind of thing. There's just a lot of this independent energy. So not to say that this person doesn't have good feelings towards you, true feelings towards you. I just don't know if, because of all the surrounding cards, they're completely interested in a relationship or pursuing something with pure intentions. I mean, we did get good cards with the Four of Staves, but it comes before the Five of Cups. We got a great card with the Ace of Cups, but it's clarified by the Knight of Swords. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so no single cards are trying to come out anymore. That might be the only message here. Yeah, just a lot of triples. Alright, let's see here. Number 32. So his feelings are the need for silence, letting go, and mindfulness. So the need for silence, letting go, and mindfulness, to me, like I said, it has a lot to do with independent energy and kind of getting his thoughts together. So I would say take that for what it is right now. I always tell people that thoughts are fluid, energy is fluid. You know, he can change his mind at any point, and maybe once he has some time on his own, things can change. But as of right now, I think that he's just enjoying time of solitude. The good thing is that right now I'm not seeing that there's any kind of, you know, third party. I'm not seeing that he's interested in other people at this time or anything like that. So if you are looking to reconnect and kind of rekindle the relationship, it doesn't seem like there's an interest in anywhere else. I think more so than anything, he's just looking for some solitude. So that's what I have for you, Thea. Just want to let you guys know, for those hopping on, that my computer may have to do an update that I will not be able to postpone, most likely. And if so, if there's any donations waiting, just be on the lookout for me to start another live if that happens. Otherwise, I'll probably just sign off for the night and be back on later on in the week. You're welcome. Alright guys, we're at 184 subscribers. I know I've done a lot of free readings tonight, so if you are new here, just let me know. Once we get back to the free list, just put that you subscribed next to your next to your question, and I will try to get to as many people as I can. Thanks, Jeanette. Once we get back to the free list, just remind me and post your question, and I will try to get back to you, okay? We'll get your free reading. Hey, Levity, are you around? Is there other food over there, hon, for them? Is there other food over there? You gonna try Bodhi again later?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feel you. All right, so we're gonna do. They're actually viewing. We're gonna do. Oh, Lovity's back. Perfect. Lovity, what is your question? Thanks, Peach, for posting that. Yes, everyone, get in on that Christmas promo. I have never done that before. That is the best deal I've ever given. So if you want the details, just email me. And the Christmas promo is a private reading. It's just like this, except for it's just you and me, and you're the only one who has the link. So you can ask as many questions as you want within that time. It's just a lot more intimate. You can be more open, less, secretive. And if you don't want me to keep the video, then I'll just delete it right after. Unless you want to go back to it later, then you can just let me know to keep it, and I will. All right, so Levity wants to know any advice from Spirit on my love life. Okay. Levity, are you going through a hard time in love? Going through some heavy stuff or anything like that? Because when I asked your question and I was thinking about, connecting with your energy, something just felt very heavy all of a sudden, and I kind of felt sick to my stomach. So I just wasn't sure if you're going through it, or maybe there's someone else's energy in here that's, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I feel like sick to my stomach about it. Like, kind of what happened was it was just like this, all of a sudden I felt like really tense in my shoulders, and then like I felt like my eyes watering, not like I was gonna cry, but like my eyes just started watering, and then all of a sudden I felt sick to my stomach, and I kind of still do actually. um but those are kind of like signs to me where like you're kind of going through a hard time, or you're going through like a heartbreak or something like that, or like you said, like a past, like like a disappointment where you're kind of not really fully over it. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get a different deck. Well, I can see that you're working on it. You're trying to let go. We have the 8 of coins, which is about working hard on something. So the advice here is to keep doing this, okay? I know it's hard to stay engaged sometimes. Healing is hard work. It comes from within, and sometimes we just don't want to do it. Sometimes we just want to shut it out and just give up. But the advice of the 8 of coins is just to keep on. When we have the 8 of coins come up, this is about working hard on something so that we have the end result of something that we're proud of, something that we've put a lot of work into. So I think the end result is that you're going to feel a lot more confident. You're going to have a lot more self-worth, a lot more value in yourself, and it's possible that in the end that this disappointment's not going to get to you as much. Just overall feeling a lot more quality. We have the Fool, innocence. So there's more advice is to keep a free spirit about you. I think sometimes that when we get hurt, we can let it harden us. We can let it make it tougher around the edges, right? And we can block people out and put our guards up and put our walls up. And here, put our walls up, put our guards up. And what this is saying is try not to let that happen. Try to stay soft around the edges. Try to stay a bit more of a free spirit. Try to stay a little bit innocent like a child. Try to see the world with a fresh perspective if you can. The Fool is a lot about new beginnings and trying not to let the stuff that's happened to you basically harden you. So that's some advice about your love life. Because I think with the Ten of Staves too, not only is it when I see this card in this tarot, I see a block. I see kind of like a wall and a guard up. I know that this card also symbolizes burdens and heavy responsibilities or stress that we carry with us, right? So this typically is somebody who is carrying all this load on their back, and you don't want to carry this into your next relationship. So it's saying to make sure that you don't do that, that you don't continue to carry the things that have happened with you, into the future. And I think that this might be the heaviness that I was feeling as well. The Nine of Coins heralds a really great energy for you. The Nine of Coins is someone who's living their best life, okay? So this is independent energy, which may not be something you want to hear right this second when it comes to your love life, but I think this is a point that you need to hit to get to where you want to be in your love life, okay? So you want to feel like you're living your best life, that you've done the work, you've planted the seeds, you are now enjoying the fruits of your labor, that you are just embodying the best version of yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is the the Nine of Coins is the Nine of Pentacles. It's about sufficiency, culmination, living in that luxury of all the things that you've built and feeling grateful for those things. So the advice there is to just know that you're going to get to that point. Keep feeling grateful. Keep doing the work. Anything else for love? Oh, so what did I say about planting the seeds? That's literally what this is. This is you planting the seeds to see your vision come to life. So it's pretty funny. The Seven of Coins is literally having that vision, having that perseverance to be able to move forward. The Seven of Coins is Seven of Pentacles, and basically what it is it's like, even though you haven't actually seen the harvest, right? You haven't actually seen the plants grow. You know, by planting those seeds, something great is going to come from it. So what it's saying is, have that vision, know that that's going to happen for you. It's asking you, that card is basically calling you to invest in yourself. So I think that you're doing that. You said it hurts because I know I'm over it, but what could have been is what's affecting me. Look it, and then you have the Ten of Cups. So with the Ten of Cups, this is living in harmony. This is all of your cups being filled up. This is you feeling in like complete happiness with the Ten of Cups, harmony, feeling in complete alignment with where it is you're supposed to be because of all the work that you've put in. There's so much growth here in the underlying energy. With fertility, fertility is the Empress, right? So the Empress is divine feminine. So not only that, you're feeling your best version of yourself, but you're also coming into your own in kind of like this goddess, like in this like the best essence of your being. And you're growing, and you're, like I said, you're just becoming this divine, amazing person, and you're starting to radiate on that frequency that you're, so that you can open yourself up to someone to come into your life. The thing about the Ten of Cups is that this is welcoming marriage into your life. This is welcoming commitment into your life. I don't know if you can see, but there's a couple standing there underneath all the cups. So if you're looking for love, these are kind of like the stepping stones that are leading you into that way, right? So keep working on yourself, keep investing in yourself. Stay a free spirit. Don't let the things of the past harden you, okay? Don't constantly let these things burden you, carry on that stress into the relationship. Just keep working on those things, and you will be able to feel self-sufficient, reap those rewards. All your cups will be full. You will feel that growth. Like, that's kind of what the advice here is. I've been with my boyfriend for just over 5 years. 11/1/15 is our anniversary. Willing release. This kind of looks like, okay, so it's those flowers, you know, like when you make a wish and like all those fly away. Willing release. We're letting go, right? We're letting go of the past, those burdens, the things that stressed us, those past disappointments, right? And we're making a wish. Number 49. Yielding to the divine plan. Remember, this is message from Spirit for you. So you're yielding to the divine plan, releasing attachment to form, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. So leaving room for just the things that are meant to be. the things that are just supposed to happen, right? So just trust that there is a divine plan for you. And it says, you have put in the work. You're putting in the work. Defined by your desires and felt them deeply and engaged your higher power. And engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. It isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundations of trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? So what it's saying is just not only do these things, you are being called to action to do these things, but also just trust. Just trust that your spiritual team is working on your behalf. That there's a divine plan for each of us, and act on faith. So I hope that helped a little bit, but I feel very good towards the end of this reading. Things feel a little bit more released, like that card, willing release. So I'm kind of thinking that you are working on these things already. Is kind of the feeling that I'm getting after drawing these cards. Is that these are things that you kind of already know somewhat, and that you've been working on, I feel. Really, Peach? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Peach, I'm going to have to email you about that. You're welcome, Lovity. Thank you for the donation, as always. All right, so Jeanette is a new sub. Thank you. She wants to know, will Mauricio and I reconnect? Will Mauricio? Peach, that is so crazy. Okay. All right. Speak it into existence. That works for me. I think you're right too. I really do. But we shall see. All right. This is for Jeanette. Yeah, I think it came out in reverse. Jeanette, my feelings about the matter is that there are some things that you guys need to talk about. There's blocked emotions here, blocked or repressed. There's some secrets that have been kept, or illusions, or some things that we weren't being really honest about. Either you weren't with Mauricio, Mauricio with you, or both combined. That's maybe causing some anxiety or some conflicted feelings about the situation. Um, and so with the Page of Swords, it's causing like this restless energy. And so I feel like because of these, like, I'm going to call them secrets. Maybe they're not really secrets. Maybe they're just things kept hidden. But because of this, I feel like it's causing maybe some kind of, like I said, restless energy that it's going to make it so that you guys will need to communicate with each other. I don't know if that means that you guys are going to connect, because when I specifically asked if you guys are going to reconnect, probably in the way that you're asking, like in a way to where are we going to be in a relationship again? We have the moon, which typically means that it's unfavorable that you guys are going to be in a relationship again. But as far as like reconnecting, meaning like being back in communication, I'm kind of getting that you guys are. So I guess we'd have to probably reword that question if there's something more specific that you're looking like. Are you guys going to be in a relationship again? Or what are his intentions towards you, or something like that? We could probably revise that question another time. But as far as communication goes, I feel like because of this restless energy, we are probably going to need to communicate. There's something that was not discussed that needs to be talked about. There's a curiosity, a restlessness, the Page of Swords, something along those lines. Um, and underneath here, we have wishes coming true, or wishful thinking, or wishes being granted, or something along those lines. So I feel like if your next goal is for communication to be started, I do feel like that's going to happen. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's going to go how you want it to go, but I do think that there's no closure here, that there's something that needs to be said. Um, so that's kind of what's come out so far. That's what I have for you, Jeanette. You said he's a Libra. Okay. So Libra is air energy, so that would make sense. Yeah, you need closure, right? So I'm not sure if you're going to be the one reaching out or he's going to be the one reaching out, but it does feel like it's going to happen. There's going to be some communication again on some level. But we could always reword that question down the line as far as if you're looking for, reconnection, like romantic or something like that. But there is going to be a reconnection on some level. It looks like you guys are going to be in communication again from what those cards were telling me. All right, so do we have Nina? Nina, are you a new sub? Oh, Nina says, I'm nervous to start my tarot channel tonight. Should it happen? Oh, Nina, of course, I will ask for you. Absolutely. But I say, just me being me, I say start whenever you can start. Were you planning on going live? We can go live together one day if you want. You're welcome, Jeanette. I hope to see you back on the channel. Is Nina still here? All right, we're gonna answer Unique Libra's question real quick since it's yes or no. Will the Capricorn text yes or no? Okay. Unique Libra, this is for you. All right. So 2 cards came out. It looks like it's going to be a yes, Unique Libra. We have the 3 of Cups, which is about celebrating friendship, coming together. And then we have the 6 of Cups, which is about being nostalgic, looking back on memories, people from the past coming back into your life. Those also herald favorable and likely for being a yes card. So it's kind of like the 6 of Cups is kind of like a reunion. So if you're looking for a reconnection of someone from your past, that can kind of herald that as well for that card. So both actually looking like yes cards to me. So I would say it's very favorable that the Capricorn is going to text you. And that is for Unique Libra. I think, is that Cheyenne? Is that your name? I think that's your name. The other thing too I want to mention is that cups are about emotion as well. So a lot of times when you deal with the cups, it's about love, it's about emotion, things like that. So if this is romance, which I think it is, that too I'm noticing. And then we also have 3 and 6. So not sure if those numbers are of significance, but wanted to throw that out there. All right. So I mentioned that I would do Nina's reading, and then we had a donation. So let me do that really quickly. Gloria, my VIP. All right, so Nina said, a pool to put myself out there and reap the blessings I have tirelessly sown. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some messages for Nina real quick. All right, so we've got how we're feeling on the right here. Let me keep going here. Messages for Nina. Okay. All right, so messages that are coming. Whoa. Okay. Messages coming through. As far as should you start tonight, we're getting a yes. I mean, it's very favorable for you to start this evening. More so than anything is just start. If you're going to start, just go ahead and get out there. That's kind of what they're stating to go ahead and do. With the Page of Swords, this is, hold on, that's very loud. Didn't realize my music was going to be so loud. This is, an energy that's talkative, energetic, curious, that kind of thing. So it's basically stating to just put yourself out there. But I think that you're a little bit restless thinking about it, probably because this is a new endeavor and it can be a little bit scary. And I get that because I started there and I completely understand. I just don't want you to feel like this is hopeless. I don't want you to have your guard up or feel like, you've got your walls up or you feel blocked in some way. Basically, you're meant to do this. You have this connection to the divine. You have a calling to do tarot. You have a calling to read it. And this is a path that's meant for you. So step into your power, right? Step into your King of Wands. Get into that alpha leadership role. If this is something that you want to turn into a business or be, an entrepreneur where it's kind of like you start with this and then you kind of take off and do other things, whatever it may be, this is calling you to kind of stand in your power and take control of the situation. So whether that be tonight or whether that be another night, Spirit is asking you to just do it and try not to think too much about it. Just go ahead and get yourself out there. So you're still balancing on whether or not you're going to do it tonight. Are you still deciding? Because we have the Two of Pentacles. It's where you're kind of trying to decide your priorities. I think we're letting the nerves get the better of us. We just have to keep the mindset of abundance and prosperity, right? We just have to keep the mindset of this is something that you desired to learn, desired to do. You did it for a reason, whether that was to help other people, whether it's because you felt called to do it and you felt like you needed to channel your energy in some way, whether you felt like you had a connection and that you needed to express it because you had messages coming to you and you wanted to be able to share that with other people. Whatever the reason is, that you have a gift to give to other people. So the message is pretty clear here that it's just like, just start. The Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. This is about putting your thoughts and your creative energy, your feminine, right, into action, into masculine. This is about putting yourself out there and whatever it is that you desire, making it happen and making it happen into your life. Literally, it says make your life a moving prayer. So basically, putting your prayers into action, being devoted to that specific thing. So I don't really know if it can be much more clear than that. But I am going to read from my Oracle book because this is a newer deck for me and I'm still getting used to all of the different meanings. You are being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life a moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little bit watered down. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about. Turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that's most expanding your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks. Make your life one big moving prayer. So that's pretty beautiful. Like I said, you have a gift to give, you have a connection to the divine, to spirit. You're able to connect with these cards and provide a message. You may be feeling a little bit restless, right? But you're able to communicate in that way to where people can really get the message that they need to hear. So even if you're feeling a little bit unsteady or a little unbalanced or off kilter, like they were saying, just step into your power a little bit. It's okay if you're a little bit guarded at first. It's okay if you're a little bit nervous or a little bit at a loss. But just step in, just take the first step. It's okay. Dip your toe in. That's all it takes, right? So that is what I have for you, Nina. You're welcome, of course. That would be awesome. I will follow you when I get off of here. Let's do it. All right, so Gloria, my OG, my VIP. Hey Peach, I'm going to go ahead and close the donation list in about 30 minutes. So it's 8:10. I'm going to close it at 8:40. All right, guys, we are at 187 subscribers. We're getting so close to my goal. Thank you. wants to know what's coming towards me in love. All right. Over the next month, it makes sense, complete sense. I think I'll just go for it while manifesting. Time is high. I remember your encouragement. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, manifesting time is so high, especially right now today with like Saturn and Jupiter in alignment with a great conjunction, and 2021 is going to be so progressive. It's so crazy. It's like the age of Aquarius or something is what I was reading. So everyone just keep manifesting. It's going to be an awesome year. The best year ever. That's what I'm going with. Oh, thanks, Gloria. That would be awesome. And everybody go support Nina. Go follow her. Let's help each other out. It doesn't cost anything to go support, right? To go subscribe. What's coming towards Gloria B in love over the next month? Pressing on. Oh, Gloria. I think in the next month, you're walking away from from this guy. Because you got a guy, right? Is it the cat? I think you might be walking away. We have like some painful separation or some heartache or heartbreak or something like that. I mean, that doesn't mean that you're going to feel pain. That could mean you're breaking someone else's heart. Who knows? But we have the Three of Arrows, and this just means separation of some sort, right? Loss of some sort. Eight of Cups means you're walking away, you're withdrawing, you're abandoning, you're moving on, you're moving forward, but not without disappointment. So I see you kind of like deciding what you want for your future and realizing like, kind of like, I don't want to settle anymore. And you're like, let me just go ahead and just clear myself of this energy that I don't want at this point and moving forward. We have the King of Arrows, and I'm trying to understand what this energy is. Let me see if I can get clarity here. Because it could be another person coming in for you, or it could just be an energy that you're going to feel afterwards, which to me, I feel like it's more like the energy you're going to feel, maybe a little bit distant, a little bit kind of closed off. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. But you're gonna feel more clear and like level-headed, and you're gonna feel like you're being more truthful and honest and like more in your power because you kind of severed ties, if that makes sense. Yeah, here we go. That's what it is. You feel more like authentically you. You feel like you were honest. You're stepping more into your power, kind of with that King of Arrows. You might be feeling a little bit cold, and by that I mean like you might be, maybe cold isn't the word. Maybe it's just like immediately after making this decision to completely sever ties, you might be like, okay, I don't really want to think about a relationship at this moment. I just want to think about myself and how I'm going to grow and how I'm going to like step into my own. But because I think you're probably going to feel kind of isolated, maybe sad that you kind of gave up on this idea of this person and the possibility, and you're going to be sad that you kind of like left, and not sad, but like disappointed that you left that behind and you abandoned that. But ultimately, I think that you're going to be the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is someone who followed their gut, they followed their intuition, they were emotionally secure, and they followed their heart, and they did what they felt was best for them in that moment, and they felt validated. And I think that's going to lead you to a lot of options. I know this is kind of a lot to happen within a month's period of time, but that's kind of what I'm seeing for you. I think towards the end of the month, you're going to feel very expansive. I feel like you're going to feel like you can breathe a little bit more. You're going to feel a lot like you're looking forward to the future, the next step. You're going to, oh yeah, here we go. Making plans for the future. I don't think you're going to be looking back too much. Here there's even a gentleman in this picture with her. So it's possible that towards the end of the month, you'll be thinking about who's coming into my life, who will I be dating, maybe setting yourself up for like a dating app or something like that, and, wanting to be, looking at what your other options are. The Seven of Cups is about having a bunch of different options. So I think it's just a matter of severing ties with what's holding you back in this time of your life right now. And that's kind of what's going on. Because I think that deep down you might still be holding out hope for someone that may not be the best choice for you right now. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the cards. But let me see with Oracle what's coming through in the energy. Bearing fruit. So this is a lot like the Empress with growth, bearing fruit. So it's a lot about kind of coming into your own growth, um, like a rebirth of some sort is kind of what I'm gathering from that card. Number 12. The result of hard work, an idea or consistent thought manifesting into form, the relationship between the external world and the internal world, and feelings and beliefs. You are in a powerful and fertile season of your life when you're particularly good at making things happen with very little effort. So this has to do with manifesting as well. Pay close attention to what you're manifesting now. From your career to your personal relationships, your influence is strong right now. If you don't like what your life is yielding, prune the proverbial tree and get into alignment with what genuinely lights you up. Remember, you birth into that which you pay most attention to and consistently hold within as truth. Be clear about what you intend. Can you make this commitment? So it's basically saying that what you think about, what you bring about. Have you heard that expression? That's kind of what it's saying in regards to your love life. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, that's kind of what's going to be coming towards you. If you think positive things, so on and so forth. So, that is what I have for you, Gloria, right now. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The chat is going crazy. I'm trying to stay all caught up here. I don't even know if Gloria said anything. All right, let me pull up my accounts here. All right, so do I have one more donation? Or do I have two? What do I have? Oh, it looks like one more donation. Is that Amy? Okay, awesome. All right, so Amy says, my name is Liz. A Libra, got a question on Robert, Cancer, a guy I'm pursuing. We've had our first date already. What are his true thoughts and intentions towards me? Okay, you got it. Robert and Liz. Okay, so there's like, it's all so good, Liz, but there's like some random spots of like, I don't know if it's insecurity or just overall being unsure. Because we have the Magician, we have fertility, fortune, strength, desire. We have some great cards, right? So we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Magician, we have the Empress, strength, and the Chariot. So everything's making me feel like the intentions and the feelings, um, they see you, or he sees you. I think you said it, he was the Cancer. Yeah, Robert's the Cancer. He sees you, and like his intentions and feelings are like, you know, I want to kind of, it's just all good. It's like positive. It's like Wheel of Fortune. We've got positive energy. Um, we see you as like the potential here, the possibilities of where this can go. Like there's a good foundation here with the Strength card. Like as far as the relationship, like maybe there's some compatibility here on some level with the Strength card. It also kind of makes me feel like there's a shared, or at least on Robert's end, he might look at you as just a very strong person, or that your relationship could have a strong foundation, that you guys could be really good together. There's desire, which is the Chariot. So there's not only that, but like look at that word desire. How amazing is that for a relationship? But also that you guys have the determination and the willpower to move forward. This is all very progressive and moving forward for the relationship, and a very strong cards to come through for a first date. This card also means victory. So it's like growth and potential and strength and victory and desire and good fortune and manifesting. And it's like all of this like powerful stuff for a first date, which is so powerful. And like I have no other word for that right now, but like it's so crazy. But then we have Four of Cups and Five of Coins and Nine of Staves, which is kind of showing like an apathetic like nature, which is kind of making me feel like maybe someone's feeling a little bit bored. Someone's feeling a little bit like not good enough, or disinterested due to insecurity, or maybe feeling like inadequate in some way. Um, and then, or maybe like, maybe they're not fully in it, because even though they see all these things and the potential in you and what the relationship could be, maybe there's something going on in his own mind that's like stopping him from like moving forward with you. Or, like I don't even know if the second date has been planned. I'm not quite sure, but there's like a little baby block for some reason. We also have the Nine of Staves, which is about having wounds and like scars and things like that, usually from the past. It means someone who's been through a lot in their life, or a lot in a relationship, or something like that, and that they kind of feel like they've just been through a lot and they kind of have their guard up. So yeah. And the underlying energy I noticed too at the bottom of the deck is like heartbreak. So I'm wondering if maybe he's like healing from the past or something, that he's just not fully over it. Maybe he's just not fully ready to like be dating or something. I don't know. Let me see what you've said here. I do know at the moment he's keeping things open, but his ultimate goal is a relationship. And I know he's talking to other people still. And he even told me to talk to many people as well. Yeah, you want to see if we got a second date plan. You want to see if he'll pursue you and plan a next one. Let's see. I wonder why he's so blocked emotionally. Alright, well, let's see what his intentions are. I mean, there's good feelings there for you, at least. What are Robert's intentions with this? What are Robert's intentions? What are Robert's intentions with this? again, we have the Empress. Again, we have the Four of Cups. Here's what I will say. I think that Robert is a good guy. I think that Robert has a very generous heart. He's a good person deep down, and I think that he's just been hurt in the past. I think that he doesn't want to move too fast, and so he's like, I'm going to play the field, and you play the field too, and I don't want to move too quickly. And yeah, I've been through a lot, right? Like, I've had to overcome and persevere through these challenges that have given me these scars and given me these wounds. And so he's trying to be a little bit disinterested maybe, or like not go fully head first into this, even though he sees the potential of where this could go. And I think that he has hope for a relationship, absolutely. I think he's fooling himself, if I can be completely honest with you. I think that he needs to just stop trying to kid himself of who he is deep down. He's a relationship guy. That's just who he is. I would say just know that you may have to be a little bit patient with him, that this may be something that's going to take some time, because the underlying energy here is, you know, healing from the past, absolving yourself from the past guilt, past disappointment, past resentment, past shame, whatever it is that's causing him to feel like he needs to take things slowly with you here now in the present. Underlying energies are very much like he's still hurting a little bit. So I would say that's kind of what's blocking him a bit. But to be completely honest with you, he could say he's seeing other people and talking to other people, and he might be. I would take what he's saying at face value, but I think that he's looking for a relationship. I would say that that's his ultimate goal, and so whether that be with you or that be with someone else, that's who he is. So that's just how I feel. So and you know, if I'm looking at these cards, I just feel like he sees a potential with you. Like, there's just so much good here. So many good things in this reading that he sees with you. So, I don't know. I would just say let him pursue you. Take it slow. Let him pursue you. You know, do your thing. I would just say let the ball stay in his court and you do you. But yeah, like I said, he's kidding himself if he thinks that he can just like be this player kind of guy, because that's not what I'm seeing. You guys are so funny. Right, he told me he is getting a little better at detaching emotions from sex. Why would you want to do that? Oh, he's trying to play the field. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. He's a king of cups. That's just who he is, and he needs to stop denying it. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with him? Hence, he's trying to play the field. Oh, you can tell he sees it as a very intimate, emotional thing. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. This guy, we can read him. We can read him. He can try to be whatever it is he's trying to be, but he's just kidding himself. He's just Seven of Swordsing himself, if y'all know what I mean. You're welcome. All right, so Jeremiah, I remember you saying you were a woman, and you gave me your initials last time. Was it like R or B or something like that? Because I've read for you before, I remember. If I can just get your initial again, that would be great. All right, and we want a general. Oh, LT. Thank you. General reading for this week. LT. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. This is the Light Seers deck. All right, so there's a lot going on this week. I don't know if you've been doing some self-healing. You said you think the bird is you left someone, and they better not be running back. I don't know if you're doing some I was gonna say I don't know if you're doing some healing or something like that, or moving on. But I feel like what this reading is about is you kind of coming into yourself this week a little bit more. We've cut ties with it says the devil, but basically what this card represents is anything toxic that's holding you back from being the best version of yourself. Things like bad relationships, toxic thought patterns, bad habits, addictions, um, like just anything you can think of that's just holding you back, and basically severing those ties and letting those things go. Being that it's the center of the reading, it's making me feel like being clarified with the Nine of Pentacles that you've released that you are coming into the more abundant side this week. You're coming out of whatever it was that was holding you back. You're coming out on the other side of it, like the more self-sufficient side of things, and you're kind of like seeing the culmination of, you said lots of self-healing. That's crazy, you just wrote that down. Yeah, you're seeing like this, the culmination and the self-sufficiency of those things kind of come to fruition for you. I think you feel a bit more free for the upcoming week. You're following your intuition a lot more. You're delving a little bit deeper into following divine guidance. So maybe you're doing a lot more prayer, more meditation, whatever it is that calls you to God, to source, to universe, whatever it is that you believe in, that you're doing a lot more soul searching and a lot more like trying to find yourself. So that's what I'm seeing with the Queen of Cups, is you're just becoming more aligned in that way. You're becoming more controlled in your emotions. I think that your higher chakras, from like the throat up to your crown, is becoming more in alignment this week. Things are becoming more in sync. And I just align. That word just keeps coming through. The Page of Cups is about synchronicities, so I feel like you're just going to notice maybe signs this week too. So recurring numbers might happen for you, or like, for instance, just now, the things that I'm saying right now, you're like, oh my God, I just wrote that down. You know what I mean? So synchronicities like that, or like you might be saying something and then like the TV is saying exactly what you're saying at that moment. And you're like, oh my God, that's so crazy. I was literally just saying that. And then the commercial saying exactly what you're saying. Or, you're talking about somebody and then you get a text message, or you think about someone and they call you. or something like that. Like pay attention to the synchronicities those weeks because, or this week, because those are telling you that you're becoming more and more aligned. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is where you're becoming more opinionated. You're taking more control over your thoughts, how you feel about things. You're becoming more action oriented and more communicative. So I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. You're going through a transition, and I don't know if that's, something that has of the recent past and you're moving into this week, or what exactly is going on. I think you said that you've left somebody, so maybe that's the transition, but it's death and rebirth. So this is about endings and beginnings, change, transitions, transformations, that kind of thing. And again, just with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, it's just a lot about being free, seeing things from a new perspective, marching to the beat of your own drum, just feeling that relief, and just feeling just more open, and more passionate about things. Just overall more enthusiastic and just more energetic. And then with the Judgment card, we're doing a lot of healing. So we're healing from the past, basically, is what we're doing. We're healing from any past disappointments, any past feelings of resentment towards anyone, or, we're severing any ties that may have bound us to someone. We're healing from past guilt, past shame. These are all examples, but like basically we're healing those wounds with the Judgment card. And again, at the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. And this is all about your inner knowing. Okay, so this is all about your, connecting to your higher power. This is your intuition. This is your subconscious mind. So remember when I told you that I feel like you're really connecting to the divine. And I really do feel that way. And considering this is the underlying energy, which I just realized that's the underlying energy, like this is just more confirmation. So I think it's just really important that you continue on the path that you've been going. So I just want to read here what you've been saying really quickly. A lot of self-healing. You said you're over everything. You love peace and you're getting it. Yep. You've been praying to God about what he wants for you. You've been seeing 11, 11, 8, 2, 2, and 7, 11 a lot. Yeah. You're learning to be a single mom, which you're good at. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm gonna have to look up peanut butter. I have to do more research on like other readers. He said 1111 is your number. Wow. Willing release. So this one is about release, right? So this is kind of what we were talking about, feeling that relief, feeling that release. I kind of view it as like blowing that flower and making that wish as well, going through that transformation. So number 49 is stating yielding to the divine plan, releasing attachments, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, and leaving room for serendipity. So literally, yielding to the divine plan, you literally have two cards stating to yield to the divine plan. You have a card saying to release from attachment. Two cards saying release from attachment. And then you have a card saying leaving room for serendipity. So that is so crazy, and that's what that card is telling you to do. So there we have more confirmation. We also have the Rose's Kiss, number 9, this little ladybug. Joy, experiencing pleasure, deep satisfaction and enjoyment, desires acknowledged, 5 sensory reality. Joy. Experiencing pleasure, satisfaction and enjoyment, desire is acknowledged. That's what all 3 of these cards are. I feel like this couldn't be any more clear. So I just really feel good about this upcoming week for you. It's simple, but it's powerful, and I just feel like keep doing what you're doing. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like, you guys giving me feedback makes me feel really good. All right, so I can do a couple more questions. I'll probably do some yes or no's because I do have to go to work tomorrow and be up kind of early, so let's see. All right, so I'm going to do Scorpio Moon's question, and then I'll do some yes or no's, and then I got to hop off of here. All right, let's see. Scorpio Moon, how does the Scorpio feel towards me? He never lets me know what he actually wants or feels. He acts so weird and mysterious. I want to know what are his true thoughts and intentions. Okay, let's see. So Scorpio moon, you said you wanted to know how does A feel about you and what are his true thoughts and intentions. Read just real quick. I want to address what you said. You said, well, you're the second that said keep doing what you're doing, and I have to take it. Wow, I'm so excited to release new opportunities. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it for you, and I think that is something that is going to be so awesome for you this week. So let me know how it goes, and definitely check back in next week and let me know how you're doing. I hope so too. So Scorpio moon, I know that you're getting nervous. I can kind of feel that energy coming through. What I will say is let's go with the positives here. I feel like he wants to continue communication with you. He does see you as someone who's very nurturing, generous, down to earth. There's things that he really likes about you, and I feel like you kind of have this way about you that makes him feel really grounded and good. The problem that I foresee with this is that I don't see that he's good for you. I feel like you're good for him, but not the other way around. The reason being is because we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is about being lazy, feeling stuck, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles clarified with the Four of Pentacles, which is someone who kind of wants to just keep their feelings to themselves. We're not really making an offer here. Like the Ace of Pentacles usually is where you want to make an offer, you want to provide something to someone, but clarified with the Four of Pentacles is kind of like where you're being stingy and selfish and being reserved and keeping things to yourself. And then, there's always too much of anything is never a good thing. And so, like, it's one thing to be reserved and conservative, but it's another thing when you're just being, like, completely just selfish and not really respecting how the other person feels about a situation. With the Six of Swords, this is about someone considering, like, not really staying around. I kind of see this person as, like, taking off at any minute. I don't know. I just wonder if this is, yeah, you said you feel that way too and you knew it. Yeah. As far as his intentions towards you and, what his feelings are about that, we have the Three of Swords. I feel like that's never a good thing. This is about heartache, heartbreak, painful separation. It can be about just feeling lost or rejected. And maybe that's kind of how you feel right now, just because he's not really telling you how he feels. And you can already start to feel these feelings, even if you're still in connection with somebody, right? You can already start to feel unworthy if they're not making you feel of value. I just feel like he's kind of fixed, right? He's playing it cool. He's staying fixed in his stuck disposition, and he's not really budging. Like you said, he's not really telling you how he feels. And it's one thing to be someone's rock and to be their support and to be their stability and their foundation. The Emperor is great in that way. But when it's next to the Three of Swords and it's underneath the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and it's collective with its energy, it's just making me feel like he's just not willing to budge, not willing to open up, not willing to, yeah, like you said, never opening up. But when I say that I think he wants to continue communication with you, I think that's because we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like he's still going to want to keep you around as long as you're willing to allow this to go on. But there's going to be that block there for a while. For how long, I don't know. But I just almost feel like you're an option with the underlying energy, with his intentions and feelings. You know, he's daydreaming, he's thinking about his choices, his options. It's like he's making a decision between the different cups, you know, and like you're one of the priorities, but like not a priority, you know, like you're one of the things in his life. And it's like, I don't know, that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. He told you he likes to keep people in the dark. Wow. Wow. A tall tale. Pinocchio. Denial, concealing the truth so you can manipulate and control a situation. Fear-based communication, creating a narrative to hide behind, not allowing the fear of what others will think to influence your words, learning to communicate from a place of authenticity. So it's saying that this is the key concept, is that either you are denying and allowing fear of what others will think to influence your words and needing to learn to communicate from a place of authenticity, and or his intentions are that he is concealing the truth so that he can manipulate and control the situation. It's also about fear-based communication, and he's creating a narrative to hide behind. So a tall tale means that someone is not being honest. I don't feel good about that. It says, ask for the truth, be willing to pay the price, and be okay with the vulnerability. I'm shook. I'm shook. Yeah, the fact that he said he likes to keep people in the dark, that's kind of like not okay and alarming, to say the least. I mean, it's almost like he's trying to be pretentiously mysterious, but also if it's true, that's alarming because it's like, how do you ever expect to be close to someone like that? Yeah, that's so crazy. man. I don't know, Scorpio. I don't know. Well, I do know, but of course, the choice is up to you. But I hope that that helps a little bit, at least provide maybe some clarity of some sort. Do I have anyone waiting that has a yes or no question that I could try to answer real quick? Yeah, of course it's him. I know. I know. I had a feeling. I have to always say it, you know, vice versa. Just in case. Okay, awesome. I'm so glad. Oh, you're welcome. You are so, so welcome. It was my pleasure to help you out tonight. Hey guys, we are at 189 subscribers. Tower moment. I want a shirt that says that. The donation list is closed. I'm doing yes and no readings right now, one card draw. So if anybody has a yes or no question, I'll do some one card draws for my new subscribers. All right, so this is for L Tiger. Tiger. If I collaborate with a specific girl I have in mind to sing on one of the songs on my next musical project, will the collaboration song go well? Okay, let's see. Page of Wands. That is a yes with a Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is that this is favorable and likely that it will go well for you to collaborate with the Sagittarius. I take it that this person may be not someone that you would likely pair up with or something like that, because the Page of Wands has to do with seeing things with a new perspective. So it's possible that maybe this is something that you, either someone you're not familiar with, someone you don't know very well, someone you wouldn't typically collaborate with, something along those lines, and that maybe you're kind of like, maybe I should take a chance on this person. Kind of the Page of Wands energy. But just know the Page of Wands is something, I know that you're doing something that you're very passionate about, right? With the wands. This is something that fires you up, that lights your heart on fire, that makes you very happy, that makes you feel creative, enthusiastic. It just has like a lot of energy fueled behind it with the Page of Wands. So I just want you to know that it's definitely something to explore. Just keep in mind that this is very favorable for you to pair up with this person. I think that it's going to go really well. So I would say go for it. All right, so you said, yeah, you don't know her. Yeah, I would say take the chance, because the Page of Wands is all about discovery and exploring new things and seeing things from a new perspective. So, and then as a yes or no card, it leans towards a yes. So. Is Pisces interested in Basharat romantically? Let's see. All right, so we got the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles. For Basharat, I would say right now it doesn't seem like it's very likely. I think Basharat is kind of, or not Basharat, I think that the Pisces is kind of going through something where they're kind of being more isolated right now. So with the Hermit, it's kind of like where you're going within, you're doing kind of some introspective work where you're kind of doing some soul searching, kind of going within and trying to figure out what it is that you want from whatever it is out of life at that time. And the Five of Pentacles, you're kind of feeling isolated, you're kind of feeling on the outside, you're kind of feeling like a loner. So I would say that it doesn't seem like right now they're kind of interested in romance, just honestly in general. As far as being interested in you right now, it seems unfavorable. But just keep in mind that things can change. It's just a not right now, is kind of what I'm seeing, because they're kind of focusing on themselves at the moment. All right, so I'm going to keep answering these yes or no questions. If you guys are here and I help you, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, because I am trying to get to a goal by Christmas, so that would be really helpful. All right, so the next question is, you're welcome. D moves. Will I land a new job soon in the near future? Let's see. D moves, land a new job soon. Yes or no? Well, I would say it's very favorable that that's going to happen. We have the King of Pentacles. Not only is it favorable because it's the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is typically leaning towards favorable and likely for a yes outcome, but it is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles surrounds money, finances, jobs, career, all of that. So this is basically heralding security in that arena. Security and control, feeling abundant in that area, feeling like you really have what it is that you're looking for financially, career-wise, that sort of thing. So typically when I set the intention for questions, I ask within 3 months. So when I ask the near future, we got a yes card. So I would say that it can happen anytime within the next 3 months is kind of what I'm thinking for you, D moves. All right, so Leona Bell. Is this guy interested or not? Okay. You want to know if the Scorpio is interested? Let's see. Yes, we have a favorable card here. So this is that the Scorpio is interested. The King of Cups, it basically is saying that this person is into relationships. Okay, out of all of the suits of the tarot, they're the ones that are more relationship material. They're the ones that are more into expressing and acknowledging how they feel, being more romantic, being more they're more emotionally intellectual, that kind of thing. So for you to say, is this guy interested or not? He's a Scorpio. Well, King of Cups, that's a water sign. So that's just confirmation that this is who we're talking about. This person, because they're a Scorpio, could just be more Scorpios. I've noticed sometimes, even though they're pretty much like blunt and they want to basically like be very honest and truthful and upfront about facts and things about the world, they also have a shadow side about them where they kind of keep certain things hidden, right? So I would say that if they're not being completely honest, we just have to figure out what they've gone through, why they're not being honest. Because I think deep down, this person does want a relationship. They do want to be with you. So I'm going with yes. That's my final answer. He is interested. I just don't know what's holding him back. We'd have to go a little bit deeper to figure that out. All right. So next is, if you guys can also let me know that you subscribe next to your question, that would be awesome. Mona wants to know, will S move towards me with love? Let's see. Yes or no? Will S move towards me? All right, so we have a yes card. So this is favorable, that S is going to move toward you with love. Not only that, but it means new beginnings, right? It means new potential, new passion. This is a kind of like that, kindling that fire, right? So with that, I feel like there's a lot of beginnings, a lot of potential here with the Ace of Wands. So I feel like that spark is being ignited for that love to come towards you. So just keep the faith, Mona. If I were to pursue modeling, would it be successful? For D, Reed. All right, so we got two cards for you, D. Reed. We have the Page of Wands and we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about public recognition, victory, progress, self-confidence. The Page of Wands is about doing something that you are passionate about, that you are enthusiastic about, exploring things, discovering things, being a free spirit. So, if modeling is something that you are passionate about, I would say that you will be successful at it because we have cards that are heralding victory, recognition, also self-confidence too. This would probably boost your self-confidence as well. And not only that, but both of these cards mean that favorable outcomes with yes or no questions. So I would say that it is going to be successful for you. That is what I have for you, D. Reed. All right, so I am going to do 3 more yes or no's, and then I'm going to do my moderator's question, and then I'm going to have to hop off of here. Let's see. Nawal wants to know, thank you for subscribing. Does Pisces love me? Thank you for subscribing, D. Reed. I appreciate it. Nawal wants to know, does Pisces love me? Okay. Pisces love Nawal. Yeah, it seems like he does, or he's working his way there because the wheel is turning, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about good luck, good karma coming your way. This is a turning point in destiny. I feel like there's a really strong connection probably between you and the Pisces. I'm sure that you feel it if you know what I'm talking about. So the Wheel of Fortune is like one of the most positive cards that you can get in the tarot. Like that's just my opinion. I'm pretty sure every other reader would agree with me besides like the sun or something like that. The Wheel of Fortune, whether it's in reverse or upright, it's like either it can always be turned around, and it's just such a positive card. And I just really feel like this coming out with your question, it just means yeah. It just means yes. So I would say that if Pisces is not there yet, we're very, very close to loving you. So I would just say keep the faith, keep doing what you're doing. You guys have a good connection. Um, just keep working on that relationship. All seems very positive for you. All right, Zara wants to know, does M want a relationship with me in the future? Relationship. Wow. Okay. Yes. It looks like it is something that M does want in the future. not only that, but the Ten of Cups does mean something farther down the line. So it seems like this kind of means that not only wanting something with you in the future, but also meaning like they could see you as like their life partner, probably, with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about, commitment long term, and being happy and being in alignment and being just, in harmony, with one another. All of your cups filled up, and just so much joy and happiness. So I would say that seems very likely. That is what M wants. Very favorable in that outcome for you, Zara. All right, and then my last yes or no, or wait, I guess I have two more. I said I was going to do one more, but it's such a beautiful card, isn't it? I'll go ahead and do my last two, because that's it. And then I'm going to do Peach. All right, so Unique Libra wants to know if the Capricorn will come back with a love offer. Let's see. Will the Capricorn come back with a love offer? Wow, we have some conflicting things here. Okay. Yeah, it might happen, honestly. Someone's feeling conflicted. I don't know if it's you or if it's him, but someone's feeling conflicted. But we have an offer here with the Page of Cups. This is a messenger. Something's coming back through. And, it might be soon with the Knight of Wands and the Swords here. The Knight of Wands is about someone who's kind of making a impulsive move. So just be a little bit weary of that, because you want to make sure that the Capricorn's thinking things through, and that you were a decision that was made thoughtfully and cautiously and carefully, and it wasn't just like this impulsive decision. But at the same time, the Knight is very passionate, and the Knight is, action oriented, and when they have their heart set on something, they want to just, do something about it. So that's kind of how I see it. So it's probably going to kind of come out of the blue. Probably you probably aren't going to be expecting it, except for maybe right now because I'm telling you about it. But we do have the Page of Cups, where this is about messages coming in. So maybe at first it's going to come through as like a text or something like that. I mean, it's possible this person's just going to show up. I don't even know if that's possible for your relationship, if that's even an option for you guys. But I do see it as like at least a message coming through at first, because this is about creative beginnings. So messages coming through in some creative form or fashion, whether that's words, gifts, emojis, I don't know, but some way, some form, a poem, I don't know, a lyric, a song, I don't know, something like that. But anyway, just right now, there's a little bit of conflict going on inside, a little bit of a struggle whether or not to reach out. But I would say that it's possible for sure. I would say if there's a line drawn in the middle of yes or a no, I'm leaning more towards yes. These cards seem more favorable, and I think it's going to come more out of the blue for you, Unique Libra, than it is going to be something that you're expecting. I think it's going to kind of happen out of nowhere. So that is what I have for you. And for Rid, when will I find my life partner? We're only doing yes or no questions, but I can probably get a win with one card. So let me see if I can figure that out for you. I do want to let you know sometimes we're not supposed to know these things. So sometimes Spirit will be stingy and not give me an answer, but I will see what I can do here. Okay, so we have Pentacles, which indicates years. Rid, I'm not sure what your age is. If you're really young, this could be an accurate reading for you. 7 years. If you're on the older side and you have a lot of experience, and chances are you're probably going to find your life partner a little bit sooner than that, it could be meaning 7 months. Sometimes I read Pentacles as months, but most of the time, I will say Pentacles are years. So that's a long time. Let's see here. Not to say that you're going to be alone that whole time. You're probably going to have other relationships in between. But the person that you'll be with forever, you know, for the rest of your life. But like I said, sometimes, you know, because there was a couple cards that flipped out at the beginning, and then it was the Queen of Wands that came out, and then it was this card. Sometimes Spirit just tries to throw you off and not tell you, because there are certain spectacular moments on our timeline that we're not supposed to know, these extraordinary meets that we're not supposed to know. All right, so we have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So Scorpio is October 23rd through November 21st. Maybe between 7 months to a year. It's possible if we're kind of going through that timeline of a between. But it's also a message to release negativity. So if you're focusing a lot on not having a partner in your life, that could be a message for you. That maybe focus more on, you know, just asking for, you know, saying that you're ready to meet your life partner. Asking the universe for your life partner to come in, just say that you're ready to meet them. Try to attract more positivity, possibly. Thank you. Yes, thank you everyone for all of the new subs. I really appreciate it. Is it really 191 subscribers? Oh my gosh. Oh, I have 189 still. Um, you said that he does write poems, Unique Libra, because I haven't texted him, so he probably doesn't think I want to talk to him. Thanks. Thank you very much. I have been waiting for 4 to 5 months for a reading from you. Finally, you take my question today. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Red. Oh my goodness gracious. I am so sorry. I'm so glad I did a reading for you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Unique Libra. That's so cool that he writes poetry. So you never know. It could be a poem. I don't know why that just kind of came to me like that, but it did. I actually write poetry too. That's funny. I should probably promote that on here as well. I don't have like too many followers on my Instagram, but it's A_CHICME on Instagram. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Is it? Let me check. Yeah, it's A_chic_me. So A_CHICME. Anyway, I want to actually make a poetry book. I want to publish if I can. I think that would be so cool. My great grandfather published a poetry book that I have called Las Palabras, and he's Spanish and he's Puerto Rican. And it's always been like a dream of mine to publish just like him. Thank you. You guys have a great night too. Does the month of February mean anything to me? To me personally, no, but today it's been brought up a lot because everyone's been talking about planetary alignments and how there's 7 planets that are going to be in Aquarius next year, and how it says like the first time it's happened since like the Dark Ages and stuff like that. And there's a couple of like anniversaries and stuff like that of things that have happened that I know of in February, but not to me personally, February. But Peach, what do you ask? And also, Peach, did you have a question before I get off here? I know that February is when, like every single year, when our apartment's lease is up. And like we have been deciding if like we're gonna move out or move into a house or not every single year, and we end up just renewing the lease. So that's really the only significant date, is that him and I moved into our apartment in February of 2018. So it's like our anniversary of our move-in was in February. Really? All right, let's take a look. Peach, that's gonna be so crazy if you're right. do lover's path. Oh my gosh. You're so funny. All right. Oh my gosh. Wow, 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 wow. So many things I want to communicate. Hi, Hope. Okay. You said he's working on it, and me getting the job is instrumental with all the changes. How do you know all this stuff, Peach? What's happening? What are you talking about? You said an increase in funds? What do you mean? Are you doing a reading for me, Peach? Is that what you're doing? No way. That is so insane. Okay, we're going to have to talk after this. We're going to have to email back and forth. All right. So what's really funny is I think that he's kind of changing his perspective on you a little bit with the tarot. The reading that I have right now, because the 9 of staves in reverse is kind of where you are feeling like on edge, defensive, hesitant, paranoid. So I think that like the conversation that you guys had with each other is making him feel that way. Remember I said in the last reading that you kind of made him lose his sense of focus, and he kind of was like, what the heck just happened? Because you kind of flipped the script, right? So it kind of made him think a lot. He kind of was thinking about you a lot and what was going on. And you're like distracting me. I can't even do my reading. Hold on. You're cracking me up. So with the 9 of arrows, which is the 9 of swords, I feel like RS has been in his head a lot since the conversation that you guys had with each other. And like I said, he was on edge. He was a little defensive. He was a little hesitant. He was a little bit like, what the heck just happened? And why is Peach being this way with me? But I think that it kind of gave him a newfound respect, if that makes sense. Or like a new, kind of looking at you with a fresh set of eyes or something like that. Because we have the magic card, we have the 3 of arrows, we have the 3 of cups, and we have the 4 of staves, but the 3 of arrows is in reverse. So the 3 of arrows in reverse is basically like forgiving, right? Or like being optimistic about something and being able to move forward. The 3 of cups is about celebrating, coming together. And we have the 4 of staves, which is about wanting to take the next step in commitment. So I feel like almost like he thinks you're going to walk. That's funny. So maybe he thinks it's just like, I either need to commit or this is it, right? So I think that he's kind of seeing you with a new perspective right now. So things are kind of shifting a little bit with the way that he's viewing you in the relationship. So I think that he's trying to figure out right now, oh my God, what am I going to do? What's my plan? How am I going to make this work? So that's kind of what I'm seeing with that. So I think that he's probably just trying to figure it out, but I think that he knows that you're serious and that you're not going to play any more games. Like I said, you flipped the script on him and you kind of shifted the energy between the two of you a little bit. And even though in a sense the ball is kind of in his court, you kind of decided that that's how it was going to be. The land between. It's funny how you said, I wonder what he's going to do next, because it's almost like there's 2 paths, right? And it's like deciding where we're going to meet up. And do you see right there? Doesn't that look like that? I don't know. I think he's leading his way towards you, but let's see what this says. Being between worlds, learning to be okay while at the threshold of what was and what will be, a time of waiting and evolving, gray areas, well, duh. Something essential yet still in development. Things are still in development and metamorphosis. You're still in a process of change. You know that you were called to it and you can no longer be who you were, but you aren't sure what the next experience of your life will be. Sure enough, you are in between what was and what could be in a pupal stage, like during the metamorphosis of the caterpillar into the butterfly. However, you can't just skip the messy parts. You have to endure the unknown and uncomfortable as you reinvent yourself. The thing is, you're not quite there yet. You have one foot in the past. Even if you're ready to shed that version of yourself and become something new, you must start redefining who you are in the next context of your question. What do you believe is possible when you get to the next place? Can you explore the stage of your evolution to get to know yourself better? The process in between worlds is where things get really interesting. You learn how to manage your fear, how to stay present in the now, how to see in the dark. You absorb the lessons offered to you with grace because you can't go any faster. This is a real testament and test of how emotional fortitude, patience, trust, and humility. Once you have made this no man's land your home, it will be part of you. That whatever was set in motion comes to life. This is what you've been waiting for. When you look back, you will grow to love the place in between, for that is where you were reborn. And I think that's really true too, because even though right now you don't know what's going to come next with you and RS, right now you're growing. Right now you're thriving. You kind of stepped into your power a little bit when you kind of said what you said to him, you know? And so you're kind of being reborn right now too in your own way. And so this card really makes sense if you think about it, what it was just saying. And so I don't know. But it's almost like this is RS's path, this is your path too. That's kind of how I'm seeing it, and it's kind of leading up to this destination. I think he's definitely seeing you in a new light, and now it's just really up to him to decide which way he's going to go. But he's gotten a newfound respect for you. That's how I see it. All right, so that is it for the night, everybody. Thank you so much. Hi, Cheese Pie. Thanks for joining us if you're still here. I ended the list a little bit ago. I was just finishing up. But if you guys want to help out my channel and subscribe, I will be back. I will be back very often. I'm here a couple of times a week, and starting next week, it will be like 4 or 5 times a week until probably the middle of March, I think. So if you guys want to subscribe, I always do free readings, and I would love to see you back on my channel.